6:30, Beaumont City Council members discuss a low-income housing proposal. Many homeowners have concerns about living close to low-income housing projects and want those proposals denied. See what City Council plans on doing next.
Some large community of people that are still in a lot of pain.
And emotion in the courtroom, strong words from inside as a man is sentenced for a deadly drunk driving wreck. And it's time to vote. Early voting in Texas is officially underway, but that isn't slowing down campaigners. How technology is advancing this election season.
Live from Southeast Texas, 12 News at 6:30 starts now.
We begin tonight with brewing disputes over proposed low-income housing projects right here in Beaumont. Thanks for being here with us tonight. I'm Vanessa Holmes. Today, City Council members discuss details of 5 proposed low-income housing projects and tax credit applications. Ryan Henson starts us off tonight with what City Council members are saying about those tax credits. Ryan.
Well, Vanessa, at the moment, the council is... Ryan Henson, 12 News.
Thanks, Ryan. It was an emotional day inside a Jefferson County courtroom as Nathan Stevens was sentenced to 18 years in prison for a deadly drunk driving crash. Last May, Stevens was driving the wrong way on Interstate 10 near Taylor's Bayou when he hit 24-year-old Hannah Willis's car head-on. She died at the scene. Stevens pled guilty last month to intoxication manslaughter. Lance Edwards was in the courtroom where Judge John Stevens called this case a disgusting act.
In Beaumont, Lance Edwards, 12 News.
Stevens will be eligible for parole after serving 9 years. Well, there was a steady flow of voters on the first day of early voting. Ezzy Castro is here now with how campaigns are using more than just signs outside of those polling locations. Ezzy.
Vanessa, social media is huge now, reaching out. Ezzy Castro, 12 News.
To the presidential campaign trail now, where the next caucuses and primary are just 4 days away. Ted Cruz is in South Carolina tonight, speaking aboard a decommissioned battleship. He's calling for an increase in active duty military force to 1.4 million service members. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is still attacking Cruz. During a phone interview on ABC's Good Morning America, the GOP frontrunner again called Cruz a liar, saying Cruz lied when his campaign told voters Dr. Ben.
What we can expect as we finish out this week in just a few minutes. Take a look at the Girls Haven Gumbo cook-off forecast in just a few minutes.
You're a cool guy, Patrick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Pope Francis is wrapping up a meeting with thousands of teenagers and children in Morelia. Morelia is a hotbed of Mexico's drug trade. Earlier today, the pontiff urged Mexico's priests not to resign themselves to a country dominated by drug-fueled violence and corruption. He says he'd rather want them to be inspired to get out of their comfortable lives and fight injustice. Tomorrow, the Pope will visit Juarez, just on the other side of the border from El Paso, to address the issue of immigration. Still to come here on 12 News, the feud between Taylor Swift and Kanye West. They can't seem to get along at award shows. We'll look back at Taylor's speech last night at the Grammys. Also, Christus Southeast Texas St. Mary's Hospital is expanding its services. A look at its new wing that will help many in Port Arthur.